good to see you again. A very good afternoon to all our invited guests, speakers, partners, and viewers. Wherever you are, thank you for joining us at the International Built Environment Week, IBEW 2020, Built Environment Accelerate to Market Program, BEAMP for short, Demo Day.
Thank you for joining us once again on the last session of BEAMP Demo Day.
Now, if you're joining us for the first time, BEAMP is a multi-agency initiative involving BCA, JTC Corporation, and Enterprise Singapore, powered by TNB Ventures. Launched in February 2019, the program aims to fast-track solutions to the market by sourcing innovative technologies to solve challenges faced by the built environment sector.
Coming off from an overwhelming response last year, this is our second year of Singapore's BEAMP Demo Day, where we will get a chance to witness a showcase of innovative solutions from the built environment ecosystem.
She's May.
And she is Wei Ping.
We are happy to host you again this afternoon.
If you are joining us for the first time, we have already heard from 14 innovative pitches in the Site Management Innovations and Productivity Innovations category last week.
Today is your last chance, it's the very last session.
Yes, and we have put together another 8 pitches in the Facility Management and Green Innovations category. These pitches are from innovative companies who have benefited from BCA's programs to drive innovation, adoption, and vibrancy for the local ecosystem.
So, do you manage to talk to any awardees or program partners last week?
Yes, of course. The response was awesome. There were questions about fundings, program support, and for the awardees, several end users and corporates approached as well.
Great. So, this is your last chance to talk to our final 8 awardees and program partners.
Yes, don't miss it. And as usual, we have arranged for the attendees to talk to these companies through business meetings. At the same time, we have our program partners, BCA, JTC, and Enterprise Singapore, whom you can meet as well. If you want to know more about our program support, this is a good chance to connect. The links to these meetings will be shown at the last part of the program, so do stay tuned.
Now, if you are joining us for the first time, big welcome once again. The BEAMP call received an overwhelming response of proposals from startups, SMEs, and established providers. A total of 22 projects were qualified for funding by BCA under BEAMP.
Today, we will be hearing pitches in the Facilities Management and Green Innovation category. Let's get started with today's demo day. To start us off, we would like to welcome Building and Construction Authority, BCA, to give us a welcome remark. Mr. Lai Chun Kit, Executive Manager, Advanced Construction and Innovation Department, Built Environment Research and Innovation Institute, BCA, to give us a welcome remark. Jun Kit, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Jun Kit for the Built Environment Research and Innovation Institute of the Building and Construction Authority, or BCA. This is the Research and Innovation Center of BCA, which is tasked to drive technological and innovative solutions for a future-ready built environment. This afternoon session, the Built Environment Accelerate to Market Program, or we call it BEAMP for short, is one of our key initiatives. And this multi-agency initiative is intended to build up a vibrant ecosystem of innovators for the built environment sector. Before we get to the innovator pitches lined up for today, let me just provide an overview of built environment innovations for the benefit of our international audience. The need for the built environment sector to embrace changes through business process re-engineering and technology adoption has never been greater than in recent months. Globally, 3 key trends are shaping the built environment sector. First, climate change and global warming have driven the need for more energy-efficient green buildings. Second, rapid urbanization and increasing manpower squeeze have also pushed the use for more technology in place for manpower. And third, advancements in digital technology is making smart building, digital design, and construction a reality. The COVID-19 situation has also added new impetus for off-site manufacturing, safer workplace, and remote operations. Recognizing the 3 key global trends which are shaping the sector, we have therefore started our transformation journey even before the COVID-19 pandemic. The launch of the Construction Industry Transformation Map, or Construction ITM for short, in 2018 sets the vision for an advanced and integrated built environment sector, which is led by progressive firms and a competent workforce. This vision is supported by 6 key thrusts to build innovation acumen, capabilities, skills, and markets through strengthening collaboration and a progressive regulation. The construction ITN has identified 3 key transformation areas to realize its vision. First, green buildings to drive higher energy efficiency in buildings. Second, design for manufacturing assembly, or DFMA for short, to enable more off-site manufacturing and on-site assembly. In this way, construction manpower can be reduced. Third, integrated digital delivery, or IDD for short, to streamline processes and connect stakeholders digitally along the entire design of construction and facility management value chain. To drive innovation and enterprise in these focus areas, BCA adopts a holistic approach. For example, with BEAMP, built environment firms are encouraged to pose their business challenges to the global innovation community. This is to widen the innovation base and to allow even proven solutions from outside our sector to be adapted for our needs. Shortlisted innovators will develop the solutions with the advisory from the challenge owner, who will also provide a test bed for the solutions. In the process, innovators will also receive a co-funding support and be plugged into the sector for market development. While BEAMP provides a platform to drive innovation development, we are also mindful that regulations clearance may sometimes impede adoption for certain technology, particularly when the technology is new in Singapore. Therefore, BCA also provides a one-stop solution called the Build Innovation Panel, or BIP for short, to facilitate the review of existing regulatory requirements that may discourage innovations. For innovation projects which require guidance in regulatory matters, BIP will help to pave the way forward at any juncture during the course of innovation development. We also like to point out that BIP also facilitates regulatory clearance for industrial-ready solutions that benefit built environment, regardless of whether they came in through BEAMP. And to allow emerging technology to have more traction with the industry, opportunities offered by the Built Environment Technology Alliance, or BETA for short, will allow innovative solutions to be plugged into a managed industry consortium for test drive and wider adoption. This will eventually help firms in the built environment sector to build new capabilities. If you are interested to learn more about BETA, do visit the associated BSG Pavilion, which is also part of this digital IBEW. By now, I'm sure all of you are eager to hear directly from our innovators on how they are solving some of the most pressing challenges faced by the built environment firms. I would just like to end off my sharing here that if you belong to any of these groups of audience, we would like to invite you to join us at the business meeting to find out more about the program, BEAMP, and our innovators. The on-screen instruction on how to do so will be provided towards the end of the session. So stay tuned and talk to you in the breakout room shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Junkit. And now we will invite the companies to give a 5-minute pitch of the projects that they are working on. Companies, please. First up, let's welcome Sensing.
Sensing will share with you on how to create a more efficient indoor space with their solution. Let's hear from them.
Hi, My name is Tsquare. I'm the CTO for Sensing. We're an NUS, National University of Singapore's spin-off company in the business of creating more efficient indoor spaces. We are a 2-year-old startup, and of course, we're Singapore-based. And I'd love to be able to share some slides with you to tell you more about our solution. So the indoor environment is very, very critical today, especially in the area of COVID, because not only the indoor environment quality, where the quality of air is very, very important, but as well as whether the office environment or any other built environment is conducive to work. And why is this important? Because we spend over 90% of our time indoors, and the other 10% going from one indoor environment to the other. What do? We enable wellness, sustainability, and productivity using indoor environment quality. We measure, monitor, analyze, optimize, and then provide feedback in order to do a continuous loop. We use IoT sensors, data visualization, and then contextual data analytics, and of course, we do actionable control. So we have a goal. Our goal is to perform and get to optimize building performance. Happy employees or occupants, and of course, there's got to be a revenue goal. Where do we start? We start with IoT, sensing sensors, as well as third-party sensors. Next, we add people, wellness, sustainability, and of course, all other indoor environmental quality parameters. We integrate building management, energy savings, and things like CO2, carbon footprint. And then on top of it, as a layer, we visualize the data that we collect, we do perform analytics, and then we start doing AI and machine learning in order to achieve our goal. So we're very unique because we're actually looking at human-centric buildings as opposed to just buildings. Here's a screenshot of one of our customers, DP Architects, where we are in their lobby. And I'll just very briefly walk you through some of our data visualization. We actually, in this particular case, have integrated our hardware along with third-party energy hardware as well. This is just a brief snapshot of what we do, including floor maps, heat maps, trending, and analytics. We have a 3-step process. We sense, we analyze, and then we optimize through real-time data collection monitoring, through multi-stage data analysis, and then, of course, we do impact analysis and recommend control strategies. We are pre-integrated, of course, with our own sensors, but of course, also with a host of third-party devices, including occupancy and other technologies as well to provide a holistic solution. Our signature is to be able to do a DIY type of performance where we can do plug-and-play installation and have up to 10,000 square feet of built environment space, indoor space, up and running in 4 hours with a full visualization and data flowing at that rate. We have multiple case studies. We have collected over 2 billion data points till date. We're about only 2.5 years old. We have a small team, yet we're very proud of what we've been able to achieve. Here's just a few examples. Every customer has their own unique requirement. NUS, 5 locations on campus, and there we're looking at indoor environment quality and energy savings. DP Architects, the screen I showed you a little while ago, is looking at wellness and sustainability. And of course, Henkel and agricultural, Henkel and Amazing Farm looking at the industrial factory environment and agricultural for indoor farming as well, looking at yield and productivity. What are we seeking? We're seeking partners for scalability, collaboration, new solution. Of course, we're seeking funding to be able to expand our talent and actually look at expanding our intellectual property. And finally, customers, not only in new verticals, but also in new geos. Sensing, in conclusion, is creating more indoor efficient spaces. We're in commercial buildings, we're in industrial environments, and also in the agricultural environment. We have multiple installations, as you can see, and a lot of partners, and collected 2 billion data points till date. We are in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, Thailand, and as well as exploring North America. So please join us on our journey and help us create more indoor efficient spaces. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensing. If you want to talk to them, check out their link to business meetings that will be shown at the end of the program. Up next, we have Sensola. Sensola has a solution on self-supervisory facilities management system. Sensola, please.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Sensorla, and we are obviously a Singapore company. With my co-founder and I together, we have more than 20 years selling solutions into the built environment and facility management space, so we really understand this environment and this space very well. With that, I'll jump into my slides to explain a bit more of what we do. Okay, so Sensorla has this product called RIST. It is really a word meant to be workforce, resource, intelligence, sensors, and technology. With that, we deploy this into our customers' environment, and we hope to accelerate the supervisory experience for the end customer. You know, a lot of solutions out there tackle the lowest rank of workers and try to optimize that. We go one step above that and look at the supervisory level. What do I mean? Imagine looking at a sensor, and the sensor triggers a work order that needs to be done, and then it sends that trigger to the platform. The platform can then decide based on the resource, the availability, the location, whether I should send a human or whether I should send a robot to fix it. And as the robots or humans go about doing their work, they continuously feed back into this platform to make more decisions along the way. So Sensorla's RIST is really broken into two different parts. The first part, which is the portal and the intelligence, is what we call the risk manager. With that, there's communication, work order management, resource allocation. Together, this improves the productivity of the whole system. The second part of this is the wristband. That's again the play on the word with the mobile apps. And with this, what we're actually doing is allowing a faster response time, sending the job alerts. But at the same time, with that, we also track the locations of these workers and where they are. That allows us to really be able to match the nearest worker with a qualified skill to the right location. And if they're on the wristband, we also track their heart rate and their fall detection. That ensures that, you know, our older workers are well taken care of. So how does this work with the indoors and outdoors tracking? Of course, the outdoors we use GPS, but with the indoors, we have a proprietary technology that uses low or no infrastructure built up. And these devices that go around the building that the workers are using and your supervisors are using will tap on the Wi-Fi signal strength to triangulate the locations of these individuals. So what do I mean? This is a quick animation to illustrate that. A sensor detects a wet floor and wants to send someone to clean up the wet floor before a mishap happens. And because of the wearables that are being used by the workers, we know their location and we sense that the nearest person is the orange worker and the yellow worker. The orange bring a nearer one, and therefore this work order is being sent to the orange worker. Another use case would be, you know, we can track the historical movement of these workers. A lot of the building owners always go into dispute with the service provider saying, are you sure your guy was there? Are you sure he was there at 10:30, etc.? This would end all the dispute once and for all. So at 10 o'clock, worker yellow goes into zone A and worker orange goes into zone E. By the next 10 minutes, worker yellow should go into zone B and worker orange should go into zone D. If that doesn't happen, the platform picks that up and then there's no dispute in this area. So all this would only really work if we have the whole ecosystem of things. And if you look at it, we have also developed in-house some of these sensors to be able to provide the different feedback into the system. So how have we done so far? I think we have been very successful. Only last year we had our first round of funding, slightly more than $500,000. And with that, we have close to 30 locations in that short span of time. What really makes me very excited and proud is customers are willing to go on national TV and to speak to other customers to say that, you know, we used Sensorla's technology and we have a 10% reduction in our overall FM contract costs. At the same time, other customers can experience as high as 35% reduction in time and manpower. Of course, this depends on site to site, depending on your business. The last thing I want to highlight is that, you know, we've gone very far in the last 1.5 years, and we are looking forward to a new deployment to a building in Hong Kong, and that's our first step outside of Singapore. With that, that's a 7-digit project that we're looking forward to, and we're in the final stages of wrapping up the contract negotiations. So we're really looking for funding to be able to carry out the next step of this business. And if you're interested as an investor, a partner, or even a customer to understand how we can help you, please do contact me or my colleagues at this location. With that, I thank you and look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Sensola. Up next, we have Aero Lion. They will be sharing about their cleaning drone, Alpheus. Aero Lion, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Crystal and I'm from Aero Lion Technologies. I believe all of us have heard of the word drones, but what are they used for? Today I'll be sharing with you on what Aero Lion does. We manufacture drones and we create drones. Here are some examples of what we do. I'll be sharing with you the slides. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, our drones will be classified under two domains, our indoor drones and our outdoor drones. As seen on the slide, our indoor drones will be used for tunnel inspections as well as warehouse cycle counting. Instead of having a personnel walking through the warehouse, you get a drone to do the work instead. In the outdoor area, we have drones that are used for building inspections as well as for survey and mapping purposes. Survey and mapping purposes could refer to stockpile volumetric assessments as well. Here are some examples of our past projects and the entities that we work with. We work with various government agencies such as PUB, LTA, BAUSTATE. One interesting thing to note is for BAUSTATE, we've been working with PPE identification using drones. This will help to improve efficiency and safety in the construction site. Okay, before I move on, I'll just share briefly on what is our new innovative solution, which is our facade cleaning drone that we have actually termed Alpheus. Before I go and share on what our drone encompasses, just let me touch on briefly on the traditional methods. I believe all of us have seen gondolas outside our windows, personnel using rope access to clean out facades. So we understand that all these gondolas, they are very difficult to maintain and they are costly to maintain it. In addition, you also have to certify all the workers before they can use all this equipment. So we really want to cut down time and money on these resources. Okay, this is where Alpheus comes in. Just some incidents to note in 2019. Actually, there were some incidents noted, such as you can see a man having to be rescued from faulty gondolas. There was a very tragic case where a worker also fell to his death because the road attachment snapped. And there is also incidents where men were stranded on 58 stories high because there were glitches with the equipment used. Okay, so this is where Alpheus comes in. So Alpheus will be a tethered drone. It will be tethered to a docking platform, which will have the water source as well as the power generator. So when it's tethered, you will allow the drone to perform the whole operation before it actually has to land, because we understand untethered drones will actually have to land after about 30 to 45 minutes of usage. So this will really expand the time that the drone can complete in terms of cleaning of the facade. Instead of taking photos and cameras, which we know most of the drones are used for, this will be a very specific drone. So its design will differ as well. There will be protection on the border of the drone such that we focus on safety, so that whenever it comes into contact with obstacles or in the event where it actually hits onto a facade due to environmental factors, the drone is protected as well as the obstacle. The drone will also have agitation mechanism such that it will replace the person obtaining a drone. So this will allow us to effectively remove stains that are on the facades as well. Definitely, you have a water and chemical spray that is on the drone as well. So this is where we can deliver water or chemical agents to the facade. This is a brief overview of what I've just mentioned on Alpheus. It will be tethered as well as it will be synchronized movement. So there will be a pilot on the ground that will control all movement of the docking platform as well as the drone. We also definitely look into safety issues. Safety is a very big concern. So there will be obstacle avoidance sensors on the drone such that we minimize any damage or any possible collisions with facades. If we look forward in the future, there is a lot of possibilities where a drone can be used, such as with more green facades being developed in Singapore, we could use it as a mechanism to maintain these facades. So you can water the green facades using this drone as well. You will see more and more buildings with very innovative designs where it's actually very difficult for workers to clean the facade. So this is where the drone can come in as well and replace the person. Okay, so we're looking for investors, we're looking for building management that are able to provide test bed sites for us during this course of the project, because we want to create a solution that is useful for you and benefits your building. We are also looking to work with companies with the appropriate PE resource and facade cleaning expertise. This will allow us to really develop a solution that tailors to your needs and to your requirements. Feel free to contact me on this email and mobile as you see on the screen. I'll be happy to clarify any questions as well as any interest from people, any interest from you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aero Lion. Next, we have Tsquare. Tsquare looks into virtual energy audits and how it can help building owners make savings. Tsquare, please.
Hello everyone. My name is Nilesh Yadav, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Tsquare Private Limited, a Singapore company which is focused on digital buildings for a sustainable future. And I would like to share with you now, with my slides, how we are creating a better life for the built environment. So buildings globally consume about 40% of energy and contribute about 30% of carbon emissions. About $22 trillion will be spent over the next 20 years to improve buildings and make them better. We call them better buildings. The building industry, however, is disjointed. The building owners, consultants, tech providers, and financiers do not have an effective mechanism to work together and collaborate so that they can accelerate the whole process of creating a better building. Oftentimes, this happens because of lack of data. Take, for example, how energy audits are done today with an expert consultant. The entire process is highly manual. It is also not accessible until the final report is ready from the consultant. And that's the reason it can be typically very expensive because we involve a lot of manpower. And because of that, it is also very limited to certain sections of the building. It is not able to create a better building holistically. Introducing our virtual energy audits. Our virtual energy audits are digital energy assessments tool that use building physics and AI to be able to do a quick but very comprehensive analysis, which can be done at a fraction of cost and time for the building owner. Typically, we'll be able to do energy analysis, technology fit analysis, as well as financial analysis to be able to guide decisions in the built environment. Our customers, both in Singapore as well as internationally, have been able to benefit from this energy audit and able to achieve about 20 to 50% energy savings. They find our energy audits to be quick, low cost, and transparent. Because it's virtual, we have been also faring quite well during this pandemic season and be able to go to buildings virtually without being there physically. So there is no contact, no travel, but at the same time, it's low cost, transparent solution for the building providers. With our core IP development at NTU Singapore, we have been now doing technology advancement with the support of grants, such as the BEAMP grant, along with the Building and Construction Authority of Singapore, as well as the Enterprise Singapore grants, which help us to do further research. We have been continuously updating and advancing our technology. Now we are taking our technology to the next level of the cloud. We would like to integrate cloud technologies and all our resources that we have in the past to create a Better Life platform. So Better Life platform is a cloud-enabled platform which does a possibility for building stakeholders to collaborate, work together. They would each be able to have a login, secure login access to the platform and be able to do search around buildings, get the right data, collaborate, find the technologies, and find the right expertise wherever required. We are launching this platform at this very event on the 1st of September, and we would like to now see how this platform takes traction and builds up with our partners that we're seeking for. In terms of partnerships, we are looking for various sector of partners, especially being on the cloud now as a cloud platform. We are looking for IoT providers whom we can integrate with, share data, as well as the right APIs to prop tech companies. And we are looking at financiers also who would want to use our platform as a tool for them to assess buildings before they do any investment. We are ourselves seeking for investment. We are well seeded now. We are revenue positive. We have been able to go around the market and create value. We are now building up this platform which will accelerate our entire process of virtual audits, taking to the next level. We have an MVP which is ready. And now we are looking for a fund of 4 million with a pre-money valuation of 2.5 million to be able to, 25 million, sorry, to be able to bring the technology to the market more aggressively, strongly, and also look at other geographies beyond Singapore. We are a team of 7 people, and we wish to grow steadily, strongly, in a way so as to add value to the market, and at the same time, leverage on the cloud platform that we are creating, along with our people and the partners that we would encourage to join us. So with this, I would thank you, and I would like to welcome you to join us in our journey of creating digital buildings and a sustainable future through our Better Life platform. The platform is already launched. You can visit it at betterlife.com. We spell it as BTRLYF.com. You are encouraged to visit it and have a look. And once again, I would thank you. You would also like to visit our virtual booth at the IBEW event, and we are always there to help you around and get you more information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tsquare. Next, we have Ampotech. Ampotech provides energy intelligence for smarter buildings. Ampotech, please.
Thank you very much. I'm Will Temple. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ampotech. We are a smart building technology company based in Singapore, and we help other companies, both property owners and solution delivery companies, collect, analyze, and integrate electricity usage data in smarter buildings. let me spend the next few minutes telling you about what we do and how we're looking for partners. Okay, so Apotech is dealing with the problem of building energy consumption. As we know, buildings consume around 40% of the world's energy consumption. And there are a number of different industries and companies focused on helping buildings become more energy efficient. Everything from building automation to energy services to distributed energy. But what all of these businesses have in common is they need access to data, real-time, accurate, high-quality data about when and where energy is being used and whether performance is improving or degrading or whether there are faults happening in the building. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, most of the buildings that are in developed countries today are existing structures. That means it's very difficult to retrofit and put in data collection infrastructure if you're using a data logger or a digital power meter. You run into issues of high unit costs, integration challenges, and downtime and disruption from cabling. What we're doing at Ampotech is reinventing the data collection process for electricity metering, and we're doing it by developing wireless sub-metering devices and a software platform that's modular and scalable and supports embedded cybersecurity and edge computing capabilities. This means that we can come into a building and within minutes we have real-time data being streamed to our platform, and we can open APIs to immediately deliver that data to third-party BMS platforms, enterprise IoT platforms, and other tools that require access to this information. Since launching our product in Singapore in 2018, we've built out an impressive network of companies in energy services, facility management services, electric utilities, and SIs. We typically sell both hardware and software subscriptions, and we have a few examples of the customers we've worked with here below. The reason companies love working with us is because we can save 20 to 40% upfront compared to typical wired metering solutions. And on the building owner side, the high quality data we provide can help them save from 6 to 20% based on the solutions that are delivered. We have a world-class technical team, including myself, a certified energy manager with a mechanical engineering background, and my co-founders who come from electrical engineering and computer science backgrounds. And we're supported by investors from the electronics space, the telecom space, as well as by Enterprise Singapore through the Seeds Capital Fund. Even after COVID, our company is growing rapidly. In the past year, we've launched our product in India with a partner. We've more than doubled our customer base, and we were recently named one of 10 companies out of more than 130 for the Building Energy Challenge in Southeast Asia by New Energy Nexus and ADB Ventures. The reason we're here today is we're looking for more partners to continue expanding, and we're going to open a $3 million Series A funding round to help us expand by opening our first overseas branch offices, building up our sales and operations teams, and supporting the larger scale project delivery that we have in our pipeline. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to following up with you later.
Thank you, Ampotech. Next up, we have Screening Eagle Dreamlab. They have a powerful intelligence software to share. Screening Eagle Dreamlab, please.
Very good afternoon. My name is Jin Wei, thank BCA and TNP Ventures to invite us and pitch here. We are a private Swiss business with a mission to protect the built world with mobile-first and intelligent inspection solutions. So in April this year, we just raised 55 million Swiss franc institutional funding with participation from EDBI, the venture capital arm for EDB, Singapore EDB. So now we're in the stage of expanding the team and also the product portfolio. In terms of our internal innovation structure, we have two subsidiaries. On the sensor side, we have ProSec, a leading non-destructive testing manufacturer since 1957. On the software side, we have Dreamlab Singapore, a software and robotics company since 2015. So in a way, we're a startup, but with a long history of innovations. That makes us really unique and stand out. Now, please allow me to share my slides. Today, I'm introducing Screening Eagle Inspect. Our first standalone software solution, a powerful inspection software for all. So we are a group of engineers, just like our customers. So we built the software out of frustrations of asset inspection for decades. Endless paperwork, massive fragmentations of tools, time-consuming reporting, and huge data loss. Thus, we built software to address visual inspection for the asset owners, a critical part of our 68 billion inspection market worldwide. Those assets include bridges, buildings, roads, utilities, you name it. Essentially everything we rely on to sustain our lifestyle. Especially today, we have COVID-19, and we even cannot send engineers to the site for inspection. So what can we do? We are here to help customers transform from analog to digital age, and eventually moving to automated and autonomous inspection. And here I will show you some high-level screenshots of key product features. First, you can record all location-based data in map, 2D drawings, or even 3D BIM model. And second, we automate all the report generation. You don't need to go back to the office, just press one button, the report is generated real-time in the field. And third, we offer a fully customizable tool for user to set up their own workflow. And lastly, all the ProSec IoT sensors are integrated to this single software, and all the IoT measurements will become part of reporting automatically. So we created the software together with local partners and customers. We are very proud to say it's truly made in Singapore. We work with A-Star for AI algorithms on credit detection and also our activity and indoor tracking. And here we'd like to thank our BCA Innovation Grant to fund our autonomous indoor drone project together with NUS. And again, we are very proud to have EDBI on board and join our $55 million funding early this year. And moreover, the more exciting news is that the software has been in the hands of beta users. BBR Holdings Singapore used the Eagle Inspect for the Wisteria condo project. And currently, selected inspection companies are using it across Southeast Asia, Europe, and US. So at the moment, we're looking for inspectors and engineers to work together to improve the productivity. If you're an asset owner, especially buildings or infrastructures, welcome to come to us. We are keen creating value for you by enhancing asset net present value, or NPV. We're also looking for software partners and distributors. We're also always open to work with researchers and authorities. So Eagle Inspect is evolving products, and we're continuously iterating and adding new features. So this year, we will have the Digital Keynote Conference 2020 on September 9 p.m. Singapore time. We will review more details about this exciting product. So William Gibson once said, the future is already here, it's just not evenly distributed. So register, get your pass, and know the future of inspection technology on September 9th. If you have more questions, welcome to contact me directly. And together, we can protect the built world. Thank you.
Thank you for the pitch. Next up, we have Frankhoffe Singapore to share with us their solution for Smart Bin Review. Frankhoffe Singapore, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Adrian. I'm from Fraunhofer Singapore. So Fraunhofer Singapore is actually an applied research organization. We are based in NTU. Our core expertise is in industrial immersive technologies using data visualization and augmented reality, mixed reality, and virtual reality. So before I continue today, I would like to share this screen. Yeah, so we'd like to showcase today this solution we call the Smart BIM Review. So many a times, BIM drawings is not that easy to understand and to relate them, especially to the 3D model counterpart. So the challenge here we have is to provide a corresponding 3D view to the models, to the architectural drawings. So we're able to combine these 2D floor plans with the 3D visualization and to allow for real-time navigation and inspection of models. So this challenge here is also we want to create an easy framework for everyone to use according to industrial standards, not only from the design planners, but also down to the construction team managing the physical build-up. So this allows for better time management and reduces miscommunication in the construction pipeline. So what have we developed? So this is the solution embeds visual and interactive framework. We allow exporting of 2D floor plans into the 3D environment and to visualize that in real time and allow navigation of the 3D models on the platform. So some of the functions as mentioned, before the designer sees it, we want this to be seen by planners as well, and everybody in the whole construction pipeline before the ground team starts putting it together physically. With all the people coming together, this comes as a booth for collaboration or as an information kiosk for everyone to look at, to view the planning. So with all the floor plans in one place, architectural, structural, and M&E plans, this whole platform becomes a single portfolio of everything in one folder. Also, because of the 3D visualization, this can be a depository for all the 3D models as well. So, with all the 3D models in place and all the drawings in place, this also serves as a catalog for everyone. So the most importantly, everyone, not only the design planners, coming down to the stakeholders, to the construction people, everyone is able to easily search for elements and highlight their locations. So subsequently, in the further planning, these things can be actually saved as a screenshot, saved to file, and taken out as and when for the further discussions. So as mentioned earlier, we want this to be a easy to use navigation platform. So literally looking at this is letting your fingers do the walking through using the floor plans and moving on, viewing it in the 3D models. So some of the further information we have is actually providing on-site measurements for further rectification of design issues. People can do this on the platform in real time. Other than that, end users can also come in with this using this slice and isolate certain areas of interest for further planning. So hardware setup is not as complicated as you think. It's just 2 monitors, one for touchscreen, one for 3D. This is one of the recommended setup we have. Setup is easily scalable from laptop to even 3D projector screens. So who are the people we are looking for? We're actually looking for collaboration with interested parties for customizing the software, and also for resellers for distributing the software as it is. Interested parties can also work with us to test bed more BIM files, making it more robust, and also evaluation of which features that are needed in the industry. Version tracking of buildings, especially during COVID now. There'll be delays, so there'll be changes in planning and all that. So we are looking for partners who are able to collaborate with us on these things. So yes, and more further information can be found on our website. So this is the website, and feel free to drop us any email at this link as well. We can be found on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter for more updates. And yes, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Frankhoffe Singapore. And lastly, we have Eutronics. Eutronics, together with Valset, they provide an integrated management system for the new Razor building.
Hi, my name is Mattia. Today here I'm representing 2 companies, Boasted Projects, a Singapore real estate company, a developer, who is a leader in smart and eco-sustainable buildings, as well as Eutronics, an IT solution provider and system integrator, specialized in smart building technologies, and focusing specifically in delivering seamless user experience, as well as operational automation and efficiency. Together, we are delivering the brand new Razor headquarter building. And let me share with you a little more on how we are going to be transforming the user experience in the built environment. The best way for me to do that is to actually show you what a traditional experience is versus what a smart experience is. So the first very simple example is around access control, where there is a physical card that can be forgotten or misplaced a lot of the time, versus a facial recognition access control that allows for a contactless, seamless experience. And as you can see here in the video in the bottom right, we have also catered for all the new normal features. So the mass detection, the temperature detection, and the safe entry automation. And this is also straight integrated into the lift to allow a seamless experience all the way up to the office floor. The second example that I can give you is all the paper forms that often force the interaction with the management office, right? To book a parking lot or a facility, or if you need to fit out any specific unit. versus a mobile app that allows you to that allows this interaction anytime, anywhere. And to give you one specific example, it could be around the electronic parking system. So you see here how you can create both seasonal or complementary parking for one of your visitors just by entering their details, their license plate information, which is actually the technology on which the parking system is based on. And you can place the payment right away from the app directly. Another example that I can give you is the visitor management, which is usually a very manual process where you need to send out a calendar invite. Your visitor has to stop at a front desk for registration and exchanging his ID for an access control or an access card to access the building, versus an automated visitor management experience where with a single invite, we can actually send a link to a web registration page where the visitor can register remotely, even his face. And once he actually walks into the building, he has face recognition access seamlessly without having to interact with anybody, and also complementary parking if the host decides to do so. So you can see here, you simply enter the details of the person, also his license plate if you want to enable him to actually go in and out of the parking lot seamlessly. And as you can see here, everything is a very simple user experience from a user perspective, but at the back of it, there is all the systems working together to actually enable this. So in this particular case, there is multiple systems like parking system, the VMS, the visitor management system, the face recognition access control, as well as the remote registration. A last example that I'll give you from an end user perspective is the challenge that we all have sometimes when we have to work late and we don't have any access to the essential services that are running in the building, like for example, air conditioning. So we've also enabled an air conditioning extension so that you can seamlessly extend on any day at any time your air conditioning. And this is how easy it is. You just enter your location, your date, the duration, and you can also plan it for multiple days within a week. From a facility manager perspective, also, the traditional way of engaging with the built environment is actually through standalone and fragmented systems, meaning that there is multiple workstation, one for each system. And there is a manpower overload and redundancy because all the staff needs to learn all those systems and run them on site in order to manage the building. Versus a unified central application that will allow you to actually manage all those applications in one single place through process automation. And it will also allow the team to monitor all of this remotely, also across multiple buildings and across multiple geographies. How do we enable that? Through a smart platform, which is future-proof because it is modular and it adapts to different size projects. It is scalable across multiple buildings and across multiple geographies, and it is the backbone to integrate any future technology that comes onto the market. It is unified in a single dashboard, as we just saw in the previous slide. It is automated, designed to automate all operational processes, removing all the isolated systems and creating smart workflows, and intelligent because it allows you to collect the data from all the different systems that are in a building and allows for better decision making. We have many more functionalities, obviously, in the platform. We are developing some of them, and one worth mentioning is the chatbot functionality, which will eventually replace completely the mobile app interaction. So you will be able to actually control and interact with all the different systems simply by chatting with a bot. Here are some of the projects that we have delivered in the past. It is quite a different range of buildings. So it goes from smart hospitals, like for example, the latest one we delivered, which is the Perth Children's Hospital in Australia, fully integrated hospital, to smart offices, which in Singapore we've delivered in collaboration with Signify, which is former Philips Lighting. AENA, it's the largest Spanish airport management company. And we've delivered some smart airport functionalities through them. And also commercial ports. One specific example is the port of Algeciras in Spain. And in Singapore specifically, we are currently deploying 16 smart buildings with boosted projects. What are we looking for? We're looking for co-investors for new smart real estate projects in the region. We're looking for customers to grow the smart building integration platform. And we're looking for smart technology companies to grow our partners ecosystem. The more systems we can integrate into the platform, the more modules will be available to our customers, and the better experience will be for users and for facility managers, as well for building owners. Thank you very much, and looking forward to speaking to you later.
Thank you, Eutronics.
Thank you. Right. So thank you so much, everyone, for all your pitches. We want to thank all our presenters throughout the past 3 sessions for your hard work and support.
Yep, I believe some of you would have questions either to partner or would like to engage them. So don't forget to log in for the business meetings later. If you're interested in working together with the awardees or looking to see if it fits your business needs, you should find out more from them here. If you are an end user representing your company looking for business solutions, then you should take this chance to see if the solutions can fit your needs. Lastly, we have also gathered our program partners, BCA, JTC, and Enterprise Singapore in one of the meetings. If you have more questions about our various programs and how they can help you, do hop onto their links.
The links to the different business rooms will be posted at the end of today's program, so do look out for it.
It's been a great pleasure hosting you on these 3 days. We are signing out, heading over to the business meetings. Join us.
Look out for the links. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.